Have you ever seen garlic seeds? We often know that garlic cloves grow underground. As for garlic moss, it's actually extracted from the garlic. What if we don't smoke garlic moss? He will grow a mini garlic on top. The most basal and topmost organs, exactly the same. Can you imagine a person with a head up and down? Or is it anal up and down? So here's the problem. What about the seeds? Where did the garlic seeds go? The swollen part under garlic is not a seed. It's not a root, it's the swollen stem. Just like the edible part of a potato is the stem. What about the garlic stems? It's called proximity. Features of proximity. It's not about him because he has a lot of leaves around him to protect him. The name of the forest leaf is yi, actually fat and thick. Can store hidden energy on the back. What about the garlic cloves we ate? It's actually a pear leaf, white and slippery. It looks very tempting, but once you bite it, break the cell. Enzymes contained in vacuoles, and the sulfur in the cells, compound reaction, generation of ethylene agents dithioin and acylene. The first two of allicin have a bad smell. Allicin is irritating. It tastes spicy. It can prevent birds and insects from biting. But to humans, the more you taste. Do I feel better when I eat it? Chive leaves. It's just a tool for photosynthesis. If you put leeks in a dark environment, don't even give him light. He can't synthesize chlorophyll. Become a soft, tender and delicious chive. Leek leaves if the height exceeds 20 centimeters. It's cool. It's cool. You can be happy with the leeks. A root is a root. A root is a leaf. A leg sharpener is a chive leaf. No roots, leaves are leaves, roots are roots. I am a chive and a root. Can't be too greedy. Chuanjia needs to leave a 4 centimeters fork. You'd better do it again. Focusing on sustainable development. If the leeks grow to a certain height, it's in breeding season. The leeks that grow out should be removed in time. Prevent excessive nutrient consumption. Hey, what about the chives themselves? It's edible. If you think ordinary liquid wine is not to your taste, then try talking to the bar. It is mainly distributed in Tingchong, Baoshan, Yunnan, Dali and other places. The leaves are very broad, also known as broadleaf wine. The roots of the tree are also very thick. It's kind of like a green onion, can be pickled or staple food. During the Zhou dynasty, chives have been eaten by the ancients. Concurrent dishes. Sunflower vegetables have basically been eliminated. Chives are still going strong. Except for cooking, chives can also be wrapped in buns and dumplings, also brushed with a layer of seasoning. You can still enjoy the barbecue treatment like Qingzhou. This bag of vegetarian dishes is extremely rare. The only drawback is the leeks, because the taste is too big. It's also unintentional. Hey, monks can't eat it. This commandment is so annoying. Is there no ingredient that can be cracked? There is the onion theory. It originated from him who committed the crime. It should have been introduced into China during the Western Han Dynasty, but onions have been around for a long time. No record was left. The Lingnan acrobatic ceremony in the late Qing Dynasty said, "He is a foreigner from Macau. It came from Guangzhou port. That's why it's called an onion." Maybe it's because the boat came in late, so the onion dodged the spell landscape. It was not rinsed into the meat dish. Onion. There is a very developed layer by layer of forestry, very convenient for transportation, due to the fact that the cells in the forest diameter are particularly large. Onion cells. It has also become the first love of many people in biology. Onion cells are damaged, can produce many sulfur-containing compounds, so it's stimulating, toxic to cats and dogs. Very powerful for people. Compared to ordinary pure plants, the onions also made an extra homeopathic malindel, S-oxide. When this substance spreads to the eye, it stimulates the nerves. Let the lacrimal glands secrete a lot of fluid. If you cut an onion underwater, the irritation to the eyes will be much smaller. Our common onion. From the skin color, it is divided into 3 categories. One is the yellow onion. Is the outer skin yellow or brown? It's still normal purple inside. This is our most common onion. The spicy taste and the sweet taste are more obvious. The second type is red onion and purple onion. The taste is slightly lighter. The third type is the white onion. The smallest individuals are not very round. The skin is usually white or light green, suitable for sugar cane and raw food. Xinjiang's Hami white onions are representative. The status of onion volume in Xinjiang is indeed very high. In all kinds of pilaf and mutton dishes, very common, known as leather teeth. Mainland onions may have a shorter transmission time, so the presence is not very strong. What about at the foreign level? Onions have a much higher status. What about the concentric rings after cutting? It is considered a symbol of immortality. Mummy of Ramesh IV. There are 2 onions stuffed in the nest. Physical hot eyes. The ancient Romans loved onions. From strengthening the body to strengthening the yang and tonifying the kidney. Simply omnipotent. From a modern perspective. Global. The best at eating onions is the Indian third brother. Fried onions on sizzling iron. Fried onions in a pan. Onion curry, steamed rice. Tons of onion rolls. The chef is so fast. See if you can chop the onion. India cannot live without onions. Like India can't live without onions. Why are onions so cheap in India? There must be a truth that one side of water and soil supports one side of people. First of all, there are more Indians than China. There is a great demand for vegetables. The yield of onions? You can directly achieve a yield of 10,000 caddies per mu. It's pretty amazing. Second, India is hot. Ready-to-eat vegetarian dishes are also prone to spoilage. Onions are extremely valuable, easily sparse. Third, eat less meat. The food is tasteless. Onions are both a seasoning and a vegetable. Unique flavor. It also has a certain bactericidal effect. Not prone to diarrhea. If you eat more adults, the supply will exceed the demand. The price of Indian onions also fluctuates back and forth. Take their respective political parties. If the people can't afford onions, then wait to be changed off the stage. Well-known environmentalist Paul Porter also said, "I would rather steal the heads of Indians. Don't dare to rob their onions." Yes, what about onions? It's not just one head. Like a shallot, he has several forest paths under him. What about cutting off the part that grows out of the ground? It's the little onion. As for the underground faucet, look at his shape. Is it a bit like garlic? Scallion, most likely a hybrid of garlic and onion. If you split another leg of the shallot and cross with the shallot, he gave birth to the old green onion who opened the lottery. This time, garlic leek onion press completed perfectly closed loop. It's actually a pure species. Only nearly 1,000 planting materials. A few are cultivated on a large scale. Others scattered wild pure genera species. Most of them, it's edible. If you are in the wild, dig some mutton to eat, maybe it tastes good. Because a pure behind the scene is a loose behind the scene. Like a hairball, the appearance is still very high. Like a Dutch onion, behind the scene up to 10 centimeters in diameter. Where can a plant with a bed the scene in bulk sing? Many species of Amaryllidae. It's all hung with plants. For example, Lycoris of the Lycoris family Lycoris. It sounds silly, right? But it's another name you may be familiar with. That's the other side flower. Soot. Leaves and flowers are related and cannot appear at the same time. Another name is even cooler. It's called Manju Shahwa. Other Lycoris of the genus Copper. Color diversity is also very high. There are yellow flowers in Lycoris, also known as butterfly howling, and rosy rose Lycoris, lilac mirage Lycoris. Meet red pesto. But the pink-purple do brown and other close relatives. Although he didn't approach like an onion, but there are alkaloids. After eating it, you will have diarrhea, vomiting, convulsions, etc. In severe cases, it can even lead to death. Hey, I suddenly found out. I also have a fashion and flowers at home. This is Yudinghong. This is a tree native to Latin America. There are more than 90 kinds. This thing is very easy to keep. When someone gives it to me, it's a big ball. It can store a lot of backup hidden energy. Easy, yeah. You can grow 2 rows of leaves thicker than Sichuan noodles. Just water it. Soon a big flower path will grow. It's a huge flower that blooms like a trumpet. Humans have bred all kinds of tedious variants. It's called apple blossoms. This is pink surprise. What looks very glamorous is the black swan. This big green is still worshipped as the open air. This color match is the Queen of Wuhan University. It is also one of the few fragrant vermilion, thick and unrestrained hypistrum. It is written in words that many people cannot forget. That narcissus is the word fan nian that can't be put down. Narcissus is in China. It's a very famous kind of ornamental object. I believe you. It was already figured out in the picture book of the cross. This must have something to do with garlic. But daffodils have alkaloids. Eat daffodils as garlic leeks. There are also a few poisoned each year. Narcissus tortures people and Susian. What about our cultivated narcissus? It's one of the varieties of narcissus. It's a triploid species that relies on asexual reproduction. From the flower structure, narcissus is divided into simple and elegant single-petaled types, and the cumbersome and gorgeous double-lobe type. Plant narcissus if there is not enough light, but if the temperature and moisture are high, narcissus will feel too short. They will try their best to grow as tall as green onions. Does not bloom when pruning leaves. People find parts of the newborn leaves of narcissus will appear. Uneven growth. So humans take advantage of this feature. Come up with a set of cosmetic techniques attributed to narcissus. It exploits the environment into strange shapes. There are unloading narcissus, painted orchid narcissus, teapot narcissus, etc. And this Kunkin narcissus. It is already in the shape of the grandfather. Common daffodil species also include a class of daffodils. It's native to Europe, so it's called amniotic fairy. His flower glasses are covered with sun garlic moss. Therefore, some international students will also get dirty, clean and elegant like daffodils and winter snow. On no snowflake chain. He lived a little like narcissus. Cold and humid area. The flowers are in the shape of very cute little bells. There are yellow or green dots that have been pointed by people. The shape of the spider's blocking hand is much weirder. 6 petal lobes around the flower. It sticks out like a thread. Makes him look like a spider. Some people think that this outsider grows under the sea. Pop. 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 So call him water ghost pouring. Maybe it's because I dislike the name Sichuan, which is too earthy. So much so that many flowers in undergraduate were called by other names, like an orange orchid named Orchid. But blue is the gentleman of flowers. Who seriously calls themselves a gentleman? This blue flower is called the white lotus. actually 13 grams, native to Africa. His fellow African lily took the stage. The bed the scene is not just like a ball. And it's very strong. When it dies and dries, it falls off the surface, under the wind, rolling around like a head gnawed by yellow sand. What about rolling? You can scatter the seeds far away. It was really interesting. I love fashion shells, although not as high in protein as soybeans, but it's full of flavor, not bad meat at all. I don't know if you can hold in front of the screen. What about the regulations? What about the end of the video? I would like to summarize this year's situation. Unfortunately, in the past 6 months, I didn't receive a single video ad. Even if you count the ones you saved and didn't send. There are no higher revenue custom video ads either. Views revenue. It may be that the old blogger is basically equal to nothing. I don't think anyone else is to blame. After all consumption has a corresponding vertical blogger. I'm a science blogger. We could have talked about implementing economic and technological development, but the bioblogger in Capri. We could have talked about skin care. But I'm a wildlife blogger in biology, even if I am loving saving wildlife. Strictly speaking, you are on the verge of the law. In this phase of global decline, my positioning? It's normal to be in trouble, but I don't regret it. At least I like biology. You can do what you love. You're already lucky. Hobbies, no income. Now there are many Canon groups in similar situations, all carried out self-rescue activities. There are paid courses, paid dynamic charging monthly subscription and other measures. What about myself? There are no similar plans yet. But don't worry, I will try my best to save myself. Strive to keep it updated. Domestic fuel vehicles can't outperform foreign vehicles. Can directly develop new energy curves to overtake. As a person who loves cars, prepare to update some additional car content. Although there must be many students on the single shop who feel that the gap is a bit big, it is better to expand some popular science and other scopes. Although my personal geographical history, I also learned a lot about physics. But both in terms of interest and ability. Personally, I think so. It still cannot reach the level of external export. Instead of doing something you don't like enough, not accurate enough content, to improve the order efficiency, it's better to follow your heart. Create a type of content that you like and has great commercial value. Making a car is such a material. Car rental is not a big deal. But who's okay? Do 600 million content every day. Here it is. I really need you to do me a favor. If you are a new car, new energy vehicle, off-road vehicle owners of classic cars and special vehicles, you can contact me. What do you all get paid? Certainly not lower than the market price. And I will also give you a set of cars. Chowching 5-horse 4K 120-pin photo. Although purely theoretical is cheaper. But what if I started with the internet? I've been making videos. Because I'm fascinated by this kind of representation. The picture you see now. It's all taken by me in the summer of 23. There are a lot of protected animals in it. It is fully capable of supporting a small documentary. It's a pity that I have equipment but not enough. Accomplished the skill of finding animals in no man's land in the middle of the night. Not much photography. It's a mess. I don't know whether to send it or not. Leaves have a specialty. Now I have collected everything from aerial photography to the Yangtze River, to the equipment for shooting high-speed cars. It will be more Greek, and the assistant who can shoot the shot. Like some edible shrimp and crabs you asked before. Questions about weeds and vegetables. Finally in your own visual language. Express it? I'm sorry to bother you all with so much. In fact, a lot of content will be updated in the future. You can't see it in this account. What can be sent must be high-quality products. For video quality, I even found one recently. A simplified version of Russian currency. Hope after the new year can bring you more and better popular science content. Here is an early greeting for everyone. See you in a few days.